Silence! It's time! It's time! It's
time for another episode of the Drunk Nerds podcast.
Can you dig it, sucker?
Grab a six-pack, sit back and prepare to laugh. It's Drunk Nerds podcast. Grab a six-pack, sit back and prepare to laugh. It's Drunk Nerds podcast. Grab a six-pack, sit back and prepare to laugh. It's Drunk Nerds podcast. Grab a six-pack, sit back and prepare to laugh. It's Drunk Nerds podcast. Sit back and get back and get back and get grab a six-pack, sit back and get back and get back and get grab a six-pack, sit back and get back and get back and get grab a six-pack, sit back and get back and get back and get grab a six-pack, sit back and prepare to laugh. It's Drunk Nerds podcast.
Welcome everybody to the Drunk Nerds podcast, episode 54. I am your host, the Jack of Hearts. And with me this week, as always, our average cast of knuckleheads and crazies, we have Gingerboy. How are you doing?
I left my bottle open on the other side of the room.
Oh no!
I'm first world problems, everybody.
Yeah.
Hey, so use your desk.
I don't want to chip it. Alright, I'm going to try it. Nope, not working. that looks bad. Doesn't work when you have a wooden desk.
I had a wooden desk and it works for me.
I just took a whole chunk out of my desk. So I'm just gonna drink some water tonight then. That's how I'm doing.
Okay, well anyway, Knuckles, how are you
I'm
doing?
about to deliver a surprise to both of y'all on video since Jack or Gingerboy here wanted to fucking flip me off.
What?
I don't know what you're talking about. Doesn't sound like
Yeah,
you.
it definitely sounds like you because you're the only one here that has the video on. But
Yeah.
other than that, I am doing pretty good. Played a couple of old games as Halo 3, which I'm not going to talk about on the show,
Okay.
which is why I mentioned it now. Yeah, I played this game from 7 years ago. That's it.
Well, that sounds a lot better than what we were kind of playing a little bit off and on this week. But
Nope.
Anyway, let's just get in what we've been playing today. So, Gingerboy, you got something a little bit more recent.
More recent
Oh,
than
it's very
7 years
so-
ago?
It was actually
I know.
7 days ago, actually. No. So I bought, and we talked about this during E3, but you guys knew I was really excited for Valiant Hearts: The Great War. Well,
Yeah.
so it finally came out last week, and I just beat it today. So
Oh, really?
yeah. So this is actually made by Ubisoft. They also made same people that made Child of Light, or they use the same
Any female
system. I think it's
characters?
like one of the four is a female character. So
Well, that's nice.
They can do that. Yeah. So and Child of Light had a female character. Actually, I think most of the characters in the game were female. But they use the same engine as they did for Child of Light, so it has that same kind of look and feel like an old a child book or something like that. So it looks gorgeous. What this game is about is it takes place during World War I, and you play as four characters, and then there's a dog that kind of a German Shepherd that kind of intertwines with all the characters in the game. You have Carl, who the game starts off with how World War I started. You have a narrator that goes or kind of tells you, because everybody actually speaks their actual language, so we don't really understand what they're saying because a lot of Germans and French people in the game. So you have a narrator that kind of explains everything. So they talk about how the war starts, and then you have Carl, who is a German-born farmer who's living in France with his wife, and they have a newborn child. Because the war starts, and Germany is on the opposite side as France, France with the alliance, he gets enlisted to the war for Germany. So he has to leave the farm with his wife, so he's no longer with his wife and newborn. And then Emil is the other character you play as. He's actually kind of the main character of the game. You play as him, I would say, 60% of the time. He's actually Carl's father-in-law, and he's also enlisted, but he's enlisted to the alliance. And then you also, in the game, you meet Freddy. He's an American, but something happened during a war, a bombing, and he lost somebody he loved. So he actually volunteers and joins the alliance before because the United States didn't actually join until like 1918. He joined right away because he was living in Paris. And then you have Anna, who is a Belgian medic. She's actually a veterinarian, but she joins the war as a medic. And
Sounds saucy.
Yeah, and then you also have the German Shepherd.
Good.
It doesn't have a name.
Take care of the dog.
Yeah. Actually, the dog most of the time takes care of you in this
That's
game.
irony.
Yeah. So what's actually because in the World War there was actually they had like German Shepherds and a lot of other kind of dogs
they
that
actually
were
used war dogs.
Yes.
yeah, and they were like they'd help people like if they were stuck or then go places that people couldn't go or find bombs and stuff like that.
Oh,
So
now
were
I'm
in the game.
sad.
Well, they would just like sniff out the bombs. They wouldn't like throw them. Hey, go step on a mine. They wouldn't do that.
Oh, that'd be terrible.
It would be terrible. I would hate this game if that was actually the case. You just made me go step on mines.
Now
no,
I hate Call of Duty again because
Okay. Now I'm just getting a picture of Gingerboy just playing this Valiant Hearts game for like about a couple hours and nothing but dogs just exploding because of fucking
Fido!
mines.
Find
It's like,
that
oh, this is the
bomb!
worst game ever.
I bought like a baby watching 8 Below when 2 dogs died. I don't want to play a game where I kill a dog.
so you
So
didn't
no,
play Call of Duty Ghosts, huh?
No, I did. The dog survives people, by the way.
Not in multiplayer.
He's only in like 3. Oh yeah, multiplayer all the time. But in the main story, he's only like in 3 missions and he's fine. No, so
he
what's cool?
conveniently has a place to hide when the gunfight starts.
Yeah,
It's like that dog's fucking causing us problems. Kill him.
they don't do that.
Oh, they do. You see the dog get shot though.
Yeah, well, yeah, kind of, sort of. And you have to carry him for that one mission. That was really annoying. No, with this game, though, this game actually knows how to use dogs properly in war games. So in this, so kind of the main story that ties them all together is with Emil is that they're in a battle and he gets wounded, and it's actually Carl who's with the Germans. He's on the opposite side, and they take Emil in as a prisoner of war, and this is all in like the first like half an hour of the game, so it's not really a spoiler. And that's where he meets. And then he also met Freddy, the American, when he first got
That's an
into
American
the war.
name, Freddy.
Yeah,
Freddy.
Is his last name Prince?
That's Freddy.
No, they don't. They don't have last names, I don't think.
Fucking world without surnames. What the fuck is wrong with this?
Fucking Freddy Prince.
It's 1914, man. Everybody was wild and crazy. No, so you have Emil finds Carl, and he's trying to help
Carl.
him out. So he finds them, and then they get attacked. The camp that they're staying at, and the dog ends up saving Emil's life. And kind of throughout the game, and then they each all have their motivation. The big motivation is to stop.
The motivation is to stop the Great War.
Well, no, they're trying to get to that, and really, there's this Baron von Koff, I think is how you say his last name.
Of course, he's a rich white dude.
Well, no, it's he's actually like one of the generals in the German army.
Of course, a rich white dude.
Well, he's probably not rich. He's in the army. It's 1914. So
he's a fucking
they're
general.
all white in this game. They're all white in this game, by the way.
Yeah.
No, so
my point still holds fact.
yes, it does. So, but there wouldn't be any black rich people in this game. So
Are they ever?
oh my god!
Oh man.
I'm joking.
Apparently, you don't watch the NBA. So this is going horribly wrong, people.
I'm sorry, it's a joke. If you realize, if you look at the rosters, there's a lot of white people on NBA teams. You just never see them.
Yeah, each one has one. I think it's actually in the NBA bylaws. So
Equal opportunity. We have to have the Asian. We have to have the white guy. They both on the bench, though.
yeah, well, no,
God bless it, Knuckles. That's terrible.
It's not
Alright,
terrible.
carry
It's
on.
true. I'm joking. I'm pretty sure there are white basketball players that are athletic.
no, they're all like 7 feet tall. So, anyways, Valiant Hearts. So the main story is basically Emil, Freddy, Anna, and Carl all want to stop this Baron von Koff, I believe is how you say his name.
Baron von Koff.
Yeah. If you want to say it in a Russian accent, I guess.
I think that was Russian. He's okay.
It sounded kind of Russian. So they're trying to stop him. Emil, because actually Carl is on. He's on the Zeppelin with the Baron, and so he wants to stop him and get Carl back. And then Freddy, he lost his wife.
Carl wants to stop Carl from getting back.
Emil wants to stop the Zeppelin because Carl's on it, because he wants to get him back. And then Freddy wants to stop the same guy because he bombed Paris and he lost his wife during the bombing. And then Anna wants to stop this guy because her father is a what? No, her father is a scientist, and he actually captured her father, and they want to stop this Baron to get they all have a motivation.
They all want revenge.
Stop this guy.
Just say that.
Basically, Emil doesn't want revenge. He just wants his son-in-law back. Freddie wants revenge, and Anna just wants her father back. So really, what the gameplay is, it's actually kind of a 2D-ish puzzle adventure. So where the main, so the goal is, it's a weird game because it's a very serious and can be depressing at times kind of game, where it delves in and talks a lot about trench warfare, because the Great War, World War I, was when trench warfare was invented or started.
It was just used.
Yeah, it wasn't, but it was where it started at, and so it kind of delves into that quite a bit. And there's always every mission there's facts, just facts about the World War I and all the things that happened, because you go to all these big events in the World War during the World War, and it kind of tells you things that happened at each one. And with this one, it's kind of weird because it's not like they don't. It's almost I don't know how to put this, but basically the missions you do are kind of silly, or in this very serious and dramatic and kind of depressing game. Where some of the missions are you want to write a letter to your Emil, you want to write a letter to your daughter, but you don't have ink. So then you got to go.
You're on a mini quest to find ink so you can write a letter.
This is one of the missions in the game. There's a lot of missions in this game. There's 30 or 40. It's actually a very long game. It took me about 10-12 hours to beat. But so he goes to the guy to go get the ink, but in order to get the ink, he wants the guy that's working at the little shop they have. He wants socks. It's there's silly missions intertwined in there, but for the most part of the game, there's one part of the game where you're actually digging trenches. And each character has their own skill they have. Emil can dig. Freddy can cut through barbed wire fences. Anna is so she's a medic, so she finds injured people so she can help them and save them, and they'll help her get through the next part of the game. And then you have the German Shepherd that will help you. He can grab items. No, he can grab items out of reach. Sometimes there's a crack in the wall, and only he can fit through it. And go grab it could be a bomb, or dynamite, or just a rock, so you can throw it and knock something down. And he can also distract guards.
A rock.
Yeah, well, because sometimes you got stuff gets caught in a tree and you got to throw it and knock it down, and then there's
sometimes
you can also distract
hard
guards.
To reach cracks. A rock can help.
God. So you can also distract guards because there's points where you're sneaking at enemy bases or trying to get out of enemy bases. So no, really with the gameplay though, there's points in the game where you can be you're digging a trench with Emil, and you actually have to set bombs up underneath because there's all these the Germans have all these underground bases. Yeah, and you can actually dig underneath them, and you have to set up the dynamite, and you have to go through this whole puzzle to.
All right, they have underground bunkers, so you have to go further underground to.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
This actually happened. This is actually real things that they actually. So the Germans were 5-10 feet underground. And then they would just they dig under and blow up the part underneath them, and and that's kind of not all the missions are silly like the ones with the socks, but I mean for the most part this game is extremely serious, and like I said, it can be depressing at points, and I just got to me I don't know, I love this game quite a bit. I enjoy the puzzle and adventure part of the game. It was like I said, silly at points. I thought it kind of countered the game very well though with how serious it got. There's a lot of death in this game, obviously because it takes place during the war, and it's I don't know. I would say honestly, after playing this game, it would be somewhere right now. It's a game of the year contender for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Powerful, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I loved every minute of this game. I think I beat it in 3 days, which says a lot because you guys know how I am. I don't, I've talked about this
really
before.
complete games unless it's something that really hooks you.
Well, I beat most games I play, but normally it takes me weeks to beat them, and this one I just couldn't put down. I just thought that the story was excellent. I mean, it's a very serious event, the Great War, and it's something it's something that hasn't really been touched upon in gaming is the First World War. We've seen a lot about World War II. We just haven't seen. We've all done the Normandy mission 1,000 times, and it's just kind of going over all the things that happened in this game. It was kind of refreshing to see and kind of see a different side where it's not a first-person shooter. It's kind of deals with the characters themselves, and it shows you kind of what these guys were dealing with during these points in time, like just going through the winter. And people were like losing limbs just because it was so cold and their feet were getting wet, things of that nature. So I liked it from. It's a different kind of outlook on the war, and I would say it's $15. It's on I think it's on every platform. I mean, if you have the cash and you look for a game to play, this is a must buy right here for me, anyways.
Well, it definitely sounds like a game I probably am going to invest in sometime down the line whenever I have enough time to catch up with my other stuff, but. Yeah, that does sound like a pretty fun a game just to try out, just for kicks. But
yeah.
Anyway, to move on a little bit here, Knuckles, what have you been playing?
Well, like I said, haven't been playing much. I played Halo 3, trying to go through that campaign again. I recorded an hour and so long Let's Play in Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D Decade Duels. Well,
okay.
When I recorded, I captured my audio with our recording program and stuff. I used my capture card to capture the game and the game sound, and I used it to capture the other guy's audio.
Uh-huh.
Well, went into the editing, hour long, so it took fucking forever to load into the software.
6 days.
Oh, man.
Well, figured out, it's something's wrong. Couldn't hear my audio, even though I know I recorded it through Audacity. Loaded it in, got everything loaded. Couldn't hear a damn thing. So I was like, fuck. Well, tinker around through the settings. Finally, I get my audio to listen. I can actually hear my audio and I can hear the game. Well, I maxed out the volume on the video timeline, and it was him mumbling. I could not hear a damn thing, and we were going into this we were talking Joey, we were doing a bit from the episode from one of the episodes, and I thought the damn thing was funny. Too bad no one will ever get to see it.
Or hear it.
I could probably upload my audio, but I don't think that'd be great.
It'd just be an hour or so of you talking to yourself, pretty much.
No, it'd be an hour of me talking to myself, but waiting for a reply, and then replying to that self.
Could you guys go over and just redo the audio?
No, because the audio is just ridiculous, and we only have my point of view, so we can't really tell what cards he'd be playing. What we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to play it again and record it again. And oh my god,
you're gonna have to
the episode was gold. It wasn't GTA 5 Michael or Trevor gets mad at Michael video, but it was funny.
That's still our most popular video too.
We got 800 views off that one.
It's around the thousands now.
Oh wow, nice.
But it was that would probably been a Let's Play that probably got us noticed, and it's gone now.
Oh, we still have plenty of other things that we could try to do.
Oh yeah, when I was working in when I was recording or I wasn't recording, but I wish I was. But when I was playing Halo 3, I was doing this part where I was just getting aggravated, and I was like, "Oh my god!" I just thought of a fucking a video where basically you're playing Master Chief, just playing the campaign. I was driving a ghost up a wall to get to a skull,
Okay.
And I was just as I was driving, I just saw these ODSTs and stuff driving around in their vehicle, and I was like, maybe it would be funny to see the Arbiter, like since the Arbiter's the co-op partner, and all the ODSTs just stand around watching Chief go crazy. And just seeing them drop the ghost into the fucking wall. It's like, trust me, I know there's something up here. It's like, we have a war to finish. Can't you wait? It's like, give me 5 fucking minutes. And he jumps up and comes down. Told you there was something up there. Congratulations, you got a skull.
And 10 achievement points.
Of course the achievement wouldn't be there, but I'm probably going to film that in the near future. Because I thought that was hilarious. So I'm going to find someone to do the lines for it. I mean, since I'm on that level and in that area, I'm going to be doing that soon.
Michael Winslow.
Yeah, Michael Winslow. Anyway.
Alright.
Anyway.
That's what I've been doing.
Was that okay.
Coming up
so
with
what
random
I've been
shit.
playing. Well, anyway, what I've been playing, I actually completed Mario Kart 8 last week, which is really fucking surprising for me.
Gold stars on all the
Because
tracks.
3 gold stars in all of the tracks, including the mirror course. Got all the time trials done, and oh my god, I kid you not, I spent a total of 25 hours playing Mario Kart 8, and I don't feel like I'm gonna be. I feel like I'm gonna be going back to that game too for online pretty soon. Maybe like if ever there's like a tournament or something that's gonna be happening, I'm probably gonna try that. But
Like, no, you can't play with
anyway.
friends. You just play tournaments.
well, like I can, but it's just you got to structure like a tournament type of dealy. But
Yeah. They do have tournaments on there. You can do like the 4 race tournaments, so that's pretty fun.
true. But the other game that I've
basically
been
the
playing,
set of the set of the level.
Yeah. Yeah, basically, kind of like that, because you have to enter in the various codes and stuff to enter in for that tournament stuff for Mario Kart 8. That way you can just play with certain friends or whatever when they're done. It's kind of similar to like Mario Golf World Tour in that way. Only the difference between that and this is for Mario Golf like World Tour for the 3DS, it's like, okay, it's already set. People have already played like this particular course and stuff. You got to get under par for like, for the particular course that you're doing this tournament on. But anyway, the other game I've been playing was a bit of Terraria. Actually, I booted on my Vita like last night because it's been forever since I've played something on there, and I forgot that I actually have had it for free because of PSN Plus. So I downloaded it. I started playing it last night, and it was just really weird because I got hooked into it for like about an hour and a half or so.
But you won't play Minecraft.
I'll play Minecraft whenever it comes on to the freaking Xbox One or PS4 when that comes out. But
August.
for August, oh god damn it. But yes, my time with Terraria was really. It was just like kind of weirdish for me at first because I was trying to get used to the whole touch-based controls of it. I mean, there's 2 type of controls really. You could either go by just the regular type of like touch controls where it's just like the automatic type of button presses where you can use your like little pickaxe and stuff just do automatically, or you could just switch it so you could use like the right like analog stick plus stuff to move it like kind of like a mouse in order to pick certain blocks and stuff just to collect certain materials, because the whole point of that game is just to collect materials in order to create your house like the first day and try to get people to move into your various house. So it's like, okay, I'm going with this. I'm collecting ore. I'm collecting like stones and stuff like that. And I get like it's like almost dead night, right? Like around midnight. And so I get
oh my
stuff.
god, that is
I'm
such
just about...
dead night.
The dead of night. Anyway, I end up getting my house like about halfway built, and all of a sudden I notice, oh, what the hell's going on here? All these zombies are coming out of nowhere. And all these fucking monsters keep on coming off and stuff. And here I am. I got myself finally like got a complete like wall around my area and stuff. And what I have to do next is I have to try to build the walls and stuff. And as I'm doing this, it's taking me so fucking long to do it because the freaking like right analog stick won't go like exactly like block per block. So I'm having to like double back and just redo certain walls. And it ended up taking me like about a good solid 5 minutes in order to get my wall up and stuff, and get the workbench done, and get the furnace and everything else. But yeah, you know what? Terraria so far is kind of fun. I haven't experimented too much outside of building my own house, but it seems to be a game I'm going to be playing for a little bit, hopefully. But other than that, that's pretty much what I've been playing.
Sounds like Animal Crossing, like their version of Animal Crossing.
Well, kind of like that, but not really, because in Animal Crossing, you're just like meeting various townsfolk, getting like a house from Tom Nook, trying to pay off those things. But for Terraria, it's like, okay, you got to build your own stuff, you got to collect your materials, you got to do this and do that. So,
Okay.
in some way, it kind of compares to it, because you have your own house, you can do whatever the heck you pretty much want. But, yeah, it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. If you have it, like, if you have a Vita, you have PS3 or whatever, and you have PSN Plus, if you have it for free, download it, try it. It should be pretty fun. Especially if you got it on Steam for the little Steam holiday sales. But, anyway, let's get into our topic, since we're kind of drabbling on a little bit long here. So, our first topic. So, Lindsay Lohan, the coke addict, wants to sue Rockstar Games.
Former coke addict.
Former coke
She's
addict.
clean. She's clean now.
No,
Well, now she's a
it's
Klingon?
not it's not former, not wants to sue, is suing.
Is suing. Okay.
Is
Yeah.
suing.
So basically what's going on is she believes that Rockstar Games took some of her likenesses and appearances and used it for Grand Theft Auto 5, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
And so she wants to try to sue Rockstar Games in order just for damages in regards to that. So, what do you guys
The
think?
developer incorporated her image, likeness, clothing, outfits, Lindsay Lohan's clothing line products, as symbols in the form of hats, hairstyles, and sunglasses, and jean shorts worn by Lohan without her permission, according to the complaint.
Okay, well, for one, how the fuck?
So here's the way I look at it. Is so the whole part with like the clothing and the outfits and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's silly because I mean she's very attractive.
Yeah.
But there's 100 million women out, not 100, but there's a lot of women out there that look just like that and wear clothes a lot like that.
No shit.
So that's silly to me. And plus, pretty much I think every movie and game has that thing at the end of the credits where it says if any of the names or likenesses of the characters are the same or whatever, it's all coincidental. You know, I remember like even Assassin's Creed, beginning of all their games, they have that exact same thing, basically saying that way it protects from getting sued. Like, you know, we're not making this off of you. But I'm kind of a bit on her side. I don't think the likeness part works so much, but I mean, they could probably get her. I think is it slander? If it's
I don't know. Yeah,
it's
the part of the where you part she's talking about is part where he plays Lacey Jonas.
yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah,
you
that
have
character.
to escort her to escape paparazzi.
Oh, that's right. Wasn't that... Oh, gosh, I just keep on remembering that mission from GTA 5 and stuff like that, where you had to take pictures of that with the...
No,
because
not
that
her.
one dude, that
not
paparazzi dude.
Not her. You have to help her. You escort her to escape the paparazzi. I know what you're
Yeah.
talking about. That's some. I think that's a.
That's something different.
Yeah,
I think.
that's something different.
But no, it's just like the Lacey Jonas thing. That's okay. Well, it's getting pretty obvious there. But then she starred in the movies Herbie Fully Loaded and The Canyons. So I mean, I think she's. I don't know if she got a kid. I'm not a lawyer here, and if I was a lawyer, I would have pissed you guys off long ago, and you would have started your own website. But
Really?
I think
you had to go
You
there.
went there. Oh, my God.
yeah, I had to go
Oh
there.
my
You went there.
God.
Carry on.
No, so I think she's got I think it's slander or is it libel, slander, whatever, one of those ones where she's got a shot there because I mean it's obviously they're making fun of her in this case, so I think she has a shot at getting out. I don't know about the whole likeness things. That's silly to me. The character in this game looks just like any other character I've seen in the
Any
100,000
generic. To me, it looks like any generic model.
hot blonde.
Well, if this was like, say,
Character
Kate
model,
Upton
not
for,
model.
for instance, try to sue for Rockstar Games or something like that because of using a particular image or something like that, I could see her maybe having some sort of case because you know that one main image or something that that girl in the bikini and stuff like that, doing the peace sign with a cell phone. Really reminiscent of that Kate Upton, like, I'm not too sure it was Kate Upton, like some other actress. But
it was Kate Upton.
Yeah, it was very similar to that bikini pic that she had a while back. Well, for certain things like that, I could see her having a case, but for Lindsay Lohan's case, I really don't see it at all.
I'm trying to think. Wasn't she trying to sue because and Lindsay Lohan was claiming that the person on the cover with that peace sign, that was her, she was saying that was her and now it's someone else?
No, that was just like the image everybody was using at the time.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's kind of a silly thing because they've made Grand Theft Auto has made fun of a lot of other people in these games, and that's kind of they make fun of they do pop culture stuff. That's one of the big parts of this game. I think she's just being
overdramatic,
a little overdramatic, a little sensitive to this. Don't sue us, Lindsay Lohan, please.
Sue me. She ain't getting nothing out of me.
Yeah, it's true. I liked Freaky Friday. So don't sue me. I don't know.
I liked Freaky Friday. Not your part Freaky Friday, but
everything, all the scenes you weren't in, it was great. But,
okay.
Don't sue me.
Okay, let's move on right here. So apparently, Airtight Games closes its doors. So Airtight Games, what games were they responsible for?
Dark Void was their big one, their big bomb.
Oh man!
Hey, come on! Dark Void was good.
Well, Dark Void Zero was pretty decent though, but I think that was by a different team.
And Quantum Conundrum.
Which I don't know much about. I heard it got pretty positive reviews, but it was a small indie game. So and then they just had the murder. What was that one? The Murdered Soul Suspect just came out 2 weeks ago.
Oh, that was by them. Oh shit.
Yeah, that was them, and it's got decent reviews. I imagine it didn't sell very well.
I'm interested in it. I might pick it up when it goes down.
Well, a little late now. They're gone.
The game. I'll pick up the game. I'm still gonna find that on shelves.
I know that, but the company's already gone. So what's the point?
I said, well, it's not my fault they released a $60 title that wasn't perfect. Like most companies.
Well, I mean, we'd have one, like Nintendo would be like the only game developer left if they would release perfect games.
Well, let's see.
Got laid off.
Yeah, because that 800th Mario and Legend of Zelda game, that's great. But
it is
but Airtight Games sold off the equipment at their Redmond office, so that's what they mean by shuts its doors.
But anyway, back to Murdered Soul Suspect and stuff. It does have some interesting ideas inside the game's core concepts, though. But really, I've not really had a chance to play it as much. I mean, some friends of mine have played it, and one of my friends actually kind of likes it. But
yeah, I mean, it's got decent reviews. It's not like they're not saying it's a bad game. I think it has it's in the high 60s, low 70s on Metacritic, which isn't horrible.
So it's worth a rent, at least, you know?
Yeah, but I mean, that's not going to give them any money. But I mean, I guess it doesn't matter because they're gone.
They're not the website stuff still is still a thing, but they've laid off like 14 people in March.
Well, they laid off. Yeah, so they laid off the 14 people, and that now pretty much are. But their main person left last month went to Amazon. Smart move by her, apparently.
Yep.
I'm honestly just surprised the company is still around because I remember they sunk a lot of time and money into Dark Void, and that game
did not do good at all.
No, it completely bombed. That was one of the biggest busts of that year I think it was like 2009 or 10 when it came out.
Maybe 2009. I'm thinking.
I remember seeing it. I remember seeing it like 3 months later for like $20 at GameStop, brand new.
Yep.
So
I remember that too. I remember Pac-Man Polar Bear from Big Red Barrel Boom actually kind of liking it.
Oh, come on, but it had Nolan North in it.
But
Nolan North's in everything.
What game in the last generation didn't have Nolan North, for God honest?
He's the Samuel L. Jackson of freaking video games. He's in everything. So,
you know what? I'm looking at Samuel L. Jackson.
This podcast has Nolan North in it. I don't know if you know that.
It does?
Yeah. Jack is actually Nolan North. He's
dude,
doing
that's
the voice
a
of
fucking
Jack this
great
episode.
impression, dude. Can I get your autograph?
Yeah. We're going all out this episode, guys.
We spent the $2.
Well, anyway, on to the next topic. EA can't advertise Dungeon Keeper as a free game in the UK.
Well, they can't advertise it as a free-to-play game.
As a free-to-play game, okay. So
they can't use that term, basically.
Yeah, because that game is fucking... They get you to pay for it. They make
so it's one of those,
yeah, it's like they
microtransaction type of stuff.
Yeah, it's like it
Yeah.
gets harder if you haven't paid in a while, or
You have to wait longer. The farther you go, you have to wait longer in between games.
the difficulty actually
And-
scales up if you haven't
Yeah, that too.
if it hasn't
So-
been, if a transaction hasn't been frequent.
Yeah, this is a weird case here because, I mean, technically it is free.
Or yeah, technically, but
So, I don't know. I think it's kind of a weird. Why I don't know why they were bothered.
well,
doing
other
this kind of
company
thing.
like countries have strict advertising law. Most
Right.
companies have strict advertising laws, and you're advertising something that's technically free to play, but the game
Right.
fucks you over if you haven't paid.
Yeah, I guess
That
it's
sucks.
probably better for the companies themselves not to do that because they could probably get sued. Like, I remember Mass Effect, the people at BioWare was gonna get sued because technically when they said all your choices matter kind of thing, it didn't actually matter. They were open.
Not the last
People. Yeah, Mass Effect 3 in the end when the
Oh,
choices
all
really
your
didn't
choices
matter.
mattered. It like the choices did matter. It's just the ending was set.
It's like, oh, it won't be a set type of type of ending with like a three, like a set number of endings, and all of a sudden it comes and it's like 3 different types of endings you can choose.
There's 7
Yeah, but
endings of Mass Effect 3. There's the one where
Yeah.
you kill all non-sentient life.
Yep.
You merge the sentient and non-sentient together.
Right.
Then there's the one where you
Destroy it. No.
destroy everything pretty much
Yep.
and get back to like the Stone Age. But there's
Yeah,
also
apparently, yeah.
one where you live. Like there's one where you live. The other ones you die.
Pretty much only one you live
Yeah,
in.
you
Isn't
have
it?
to. You
Yeah,
have to do
there's only
everything
one.
perfect where you live in.
Yeah, do the whole trilogy. Yeah.
Yeah, and I came close to making my character live, but shit, I'm trying to remember. And
Oh,
like,
but
there's
go-
it's not set and dry like people think. There's a lot of fucking choices that matter. Your choices did matter.
Oh
Right.
god, we're going to Mass Effect
Dude,
3 here.
let's do it.
Nope. Nope.
Hold
We're
on,
not going to this
let me call
topic. Here.
Yoshifet.
I have wasted so much time on this topic with people. I don't want. I don't
Let
want
me
to
call
do it anymore.
Yoshifet real quick, and we'll get a Mass Effect cast going on.
He'll just tell you I don't care. That's pretty much he's playing Dark Souls still. He doesn't care anymore. He's forgot about Mass Effect.
No, he hasn't.
No.
He can never
yeah,
give
he-
up on
maybe
Mass Effect.
That
That was the
but
love
going
that was
back-
meant to be.
But going back to this whole situation here, I think it's actually the UK is benefiting. It's actually benefiting the companies more by doing this because
Yeah.
if they can't, because really it kind of is, but it isn't false advertising. So I mean, they open themselves to lawsuits. Like I was saying with Mass Effect 3, it was I think a court or something said that it was false advertisement or whatever. Like, so I could see them very easily. Like there could be a big. Once again, I'm not a lawyer. But I could see people trying to sue down the line all these free-to-play games and everything. I think it might be a time to come up with a new term for these games.
Pay to win. That's it.
I don't know. Pay to
Free
win
to
really
start.
works anymore.
Free to start.
Yeah, free to start works. I could see that working. I really. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a genius here to come up with like names for that. But I mean, I think it's
Free
just
to
time.
download.
Free to play doesn't. Yeah, free to download that works. I almost think you might want to go with that free part of the title because I think that's the biggest issue
No,
with
if it's
it.
free, if it's free to download, you can download it, but you have to pay for something.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, yeah, it
Like,
works. I don't know. I just
if a couple years ago, that's how the freaking God, what was it called? Game Room, Family Game Night.
Yeah, I remember
they
that.
were like that. They were free
that thing sucked.
Family Game Night was fun.
Yeah, but you had to pay 25 cents to play
No,
anything.
that was Game Room.
What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
that was the game room that Knuckles is talking about for some of that.
Where
but,
on the you can get it on your PC or 360. It was basically your own virtual arcade.
Yeah, that was when you had to pay like 25 cents to play a game.
Right, or you could pay the $1 to unlock the full game.
Yeah.
I think what you guys are kind of confusing, the Family Game Night type of thing
No,
was
the Family Game Night was like that too, where it's free to download, but you have to pay
but you had
like
to pay
$10
for those board
to
games.
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
to pay $10 for the board games.
Okay.
Or
$10 for Sorry.
Or which is actually cheaper than the real board game.
Yeah, no
Yeah, it's
shit.
actually not a bad price.
And you get to play with people around the world. And I think that's a better deal.
Yeah.
Uh,
You don't hang out with your family either.
yeah, awesome. And you can drink.
Well, wait. Well, I mean, I can still do that.
Yeah, but it's frowned upon when
Maybe
you're
frowned
you're
upon.
frowned upon when you do it with family. It's supposed to be family, not get drunk and be miserable. Not.
Well, it's kind of already a miserable night. So
Come on, hey. I got a couple friends over. We played Scrabble. We got fucking hammered.
well, that sounds awesome.
Like
I'm at the family part.
yeah, it was like we played Scrabble. Just like every time we put a word that wasn't a word, we took a drink. And
Strip Scrabble?
no, not strip
No.
Scrabble. I would hope not, because we're all guys. We got drunk. We played that online, and like every time someone put a word down that wasn't a real word, we took a drink, and we got fucked up.
Nice.
That's what we get for playing with idiots.
Okay. Well, anyway, to get on to our next topic, we actually have a little bit of a new type of story that happened this week here where, hey, there's an online Pokemon Center store that's going to be coming here.
Yay!
So, basically, this is a take from, from the whole Pokemon store that used to be in New York, I don't know how long
Is it
back,
in
at
New
least a
York?
couple of
Was
years
there one
back.
in New York?
Yeah, there was.
Yeah, like in the 90s.
Before it was converted to, the Nintendo World Store, I think.
Yeah, you're right. It used to be. It was actually the Pokemon. I don't think it was a Pokemon Center, but it was like a Pokemon
It
store.
was.
The one,
and then it
the
turned
main
into the
one in
Nintendo
Tokyo
World.
looks like a real Pokemon Center. That's
Yeah.
the design.
I've seen that picture of that
Oh.
one before. I want to be there. Oh, is Jenny? Does Jenny still work there?
Not Officer
Nurse Jenny?
Jenny. You're thinking about Nurse Joy.
Oh, Nurse Joy. That's
Fail.
So
right.
funny.
fail,
It's like
fail,
some
fail.
attractive redhead behind the counter every time you go in there.
It's just me behind the counter, actually.
You said attractive.
Yeah,
And a woman.
it's me. Yeah, it's me.
Oh, come on. There's a Pokemon Center in Seattle. Oh, dude, you have to go to Seattle and do this shit.
What?
Jack, you have to go to Seattle and go to that Pokemon Center.
There's a Pokemon
Please
Center in
send
Seattle?
me
Oh,
stuff.
that's news to me. I've been to Seattle.
I hope so. You're an hour and a half away from it, aren't you?
No, like about 2 hours or so, but
Okay,
still.
yeah, you need to go over to Seattle and send us Pokemon shit.
Pokemon Center in
Just
Seattle.
take random pictures
I'm
of inside the
Googling this up.
Pokemon Center or something like that. Hey, look, I found Nurse Joy! And it's like some fat, overweight lady that's in her 60s.
Damn, dude, you threw everyone under the bus there.
Oh.
Like, fat, overweight, old.
Man, Nolan North is a dick.
Well,
That's
Don't-
the show
don't sue
title.
me, Nolan North.
That is the show
Nolan
title.
North is a dick. No, we're not gonna.
No, because we're gonna get sued by Lindsay Lohan and Nolan North this week. I don't have. The cash
Okay,
for
well,
that.
anyway, you guys go ahead and talk about the next topic here, which is something near and dear to your guys' hearts. I'm gonna use the bathroom.
Okay. I don't know which one he wants to talk about.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's
He
three
left
here.
us.
I'm
He
gonna
left
go.
us alone. He left us.
I'm gonna go with the Peter
Yeah,
Dinklage
I think
thing.
that's what I
So
was talking about.
I think so. But we're all buying Destiny, so I don't know why. Anyways, let's talk about it. So Bungie has announced that they're going to update Peter Dinklage's
After
voice
making
acting
fun of it.
twice. After everybody made fun of it, and they actually came off that really cool that "Witch Came from the Moon" T-shirt, which I actually want. But they Bungie
wizard
announced
came
that
from
Peter
the moon.
Dinklage,
The
What?
wizard came from the moon.
the wizard. Did I say the
He
witch?
said- yeah, that wizard came from the moon.
The wizard. So Bungie has announced that Peter Dinklage, his voice acting will be updated twice before the game launches. Once for the beta, the official beta that I think comes out on the 15th of July, or it's the
17th,
31st. I
I
keep
think.
getting what it says the 17th. I think it's places now. It's the 31st of July, and then they're gonna update it again for the actual launch of the game. So I don't really have much to say about this. I thought that was kind of a cool thing that's coming out with. I'm kind of upset now because I was kind of enjoying all the jokes online and the fact that Bungie was going along with it and make fun of themselves. So I wonder if there's gonna be a thing in there where you can I'll spend $2, if I can just get the original track.
Yes,
With
you
Peter
can.
Dinklage. Just can I?
I was doing the real monologue thing. I don't know if you can or not.
Oh. Okay.
Turn
But,
around. There's a guy behind you.
Oh no, it's the Hive.
Oh my god. Help. I'm not as good as Cortana.
Hey, don't you dare knock Peter Dinklage. He's a god. Okay,
We'll find out when real quick. We'll find out if Peter Dinklage is better Cortana than Jen Taylor. Because Jen Taylor was fucking great. She nailed that emotion and shit for Cortana.
Anyways, I don't care about Halo. You know that.
I don't care about. I know you don't care about, but Jen Taylor. Can you not agree that Jen Taylor was a great voice actor for the voice of Cortana?
Yeah, she was good.
How about Princess Peach? You like her as Princess Peach?
Was she Princess Peach?
Peach.
There's a voice actor for Princess Peach.
Toadstool.
Why they have voice actors for that? They just go, oh. We're going.
Really?
Yeah, that's all they do. They just make noises. So we're going to the next topic because apparently Jack's not peeing.
Zoe in Left 4 Dead. Let me find out who else she was. She was Cortana, or Catherine Halsey.
She was Nolan North.
She was Nolan North. She's God, where is she? Princess Peach and Toad.
Huh. Good for her.
And she is yeah, she does a lot of voice. She's like the female Nolan North.
Yep. She's actually doing the voice of Knuckles this episode.
Dude, if I could pay for Jen Taylor just to do voice acting for this podcast, that would be great.
No, so we're going to go to the next topic because I don't think Jack's coming back.
And he's like, fuck off. He's like, I hate these
like,
assholes. Making fun of me thinking I'm Nolan North.
It's actually a compliment. No,
yeah, it is a compliment that you play Nolan North from Dark Void.
Yeah. So John Cena, because I don't think any of the other guys want to say his name without
insulting
crying.
him.
Insulting
John
him.
Cena, basically the doctor
of
wow.
Buckets. Welcome back. Really?
So, basically, like Tyler was just saying and stuff like here, John Cena, the guy that's near and dear to every one of our hearts, he is the new cover athlete for WWE 2K15. And, well, hell.
Just smacking your lips.
So, well, what I'm thinking is I'm going to do the LL Cool J thing now. Every 2 words I'm going to lick my lips on podcasting. Oh, go ahead.
Well, anyway, there wasn't anything else like really meaningful or anything behind the announcement. It's just like a little announcement say, "Oh, hey, here's John Cena."
I'm so happy that I get to be on the cover of a game that hardly anyone plays. Oh man, it's so dearing to me. I love you, fans.
No,
You're
it's you know, as long as it doesn't involve like us like playing through the entirety of John Cena's career for the case of WWE 2K15. Really,
I don't see that. I don't see that happening. I mean, he's still got a lot left.
We
in the tank.
basically
He's
did
gonna be
that
around.
we did that for 2K11 or SmackDown vs. Raw 2011 when we had to do that road to WrestleMania.
oh
Yeah, but you did like 10 guys in that game. It wasn't just him.
Oh, I'm saying you did that for him. I didn't say it was just him.
Yeah.
And the way it's phrased is like, I haven't been on the cover. He was on the cover for 06, SVR 06, SVR 08,
yep,
2010, and 2011.
You obviously don't know how WWE booking works. This is how they do. They do things, and then they act like the things never happened. Case in point, Chris Benoit.
You can go on to you can actually go on WWE.com right now and search Chris Benoit and you'll pull up his shit.
yeah.
Yeah, but they don't like advertise it though. They basically scrub that guy from the history. No, I think I'm like one of the few people that don't really care about this. I don't think the cover athlete in like WWE, the scripted television show, means much. I think like in Madden, that's a pretty cool deal because that means you're one of the top people. You know, it's actually voted by the people, you know, the gamers that they go on the cover. I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of surprised. I thought for sure Brock would be on the cover because they like to do. They had Rock last year. I figured they do Brock this year.
They had Rock and
they had
Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, they had like an alternative cover that you could switch during last year's thing, but.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I just figured they do Brock because they wanted to get the casual audience like, oh, Brock Lesnar's in this game or something. So I thought, sure they go that route. But it's just one of those things. Cena wins, we could play on the internet kind of thing.
It's just one of the basic things for wrestling fans just do. So, guys, it's already like about, 6 months or so into the year? So, around this point, what would you guys say would be your game of the year and runner-up?
Yu-Gi-Oh! Millennium Duels.
Oh, okay.
Is that your game of the year or runner-up?
Both.
He's only been playing one game this year.
No, Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D or Millennium Duels for game of the year, mid-game of the year.
Okay.
Maybe it's tied between Infamous. Yeah, Infamous is runner-up.
Okay.
Not Second Son,
What about
just
you?
Infamous. No, I'm joking. It's Second Son.
Okay. Well,
Wow.
Okay.
Anyway.
Jack really got sad about that.
It's like, wait, you guys said heavy this year.
Well, Infamous Second Son did come out this year.
Yeah, we said yeah.
that-
Jackie boy, what about you, man? What's your what would be
Well, let's
yours?
see. My game of the year so far will be Mario Kart 8 because that's been one of the games.
Of course.
Well, it's one of the games that I've actually been hooked on that was released from this year that I've actually played through and enjoyed. The other one for
I
runner.
bought a $400 game console, and I'm going to play my 3DS still.
It's funny because it's true.
Because I'm Jack.
No. It's more like I pay for a $400 console and I buy like about $10 worth of games off Steam.
Weren't you just playing Left 4 Dead 2 on Steam,
I got that
Knuckles?
for free like 5 years ago.
Okay.
But anyway, my runner-up is actually Outlast for the PS4. Since that game is really fun, I thought. I got a chance to experience the game with a couple of friends back when we went on a trip to Idaho. And, well, I was playing with them on the Steam game, like on the Steam and stuff, and had a lot of fun with them during that. But when I came back from the vacation, I just played through Outlast just straight up from beginning to end, and I really enjoyed the experience. So,
Okay. Yeah, I was actually with you on Outlast being the runner-up until I played Valiant Hearts, and it reminded me of Child of Light. So Child of Light would actually be my runner-up. I think Valiant Heart and Outlast would probably be in that 3 to 4 range right now. It's been kind of a somewhat of a not a great first half of the year for big budget games.
Well, you had Watch Dogs, you had Infamous Second Son, freaking
Titanfall.
Yeah, I mean you've had some good games, but like the big blockbuster games
that
haven't
came out
really
last
lived up to the hype.
November, so it's not really a.
What game?
I'm talking about like the big action blockbuster that we played at the beginning of the year came out last November. So
Yeah, but the three big ones that came out this year,
or
Infamous, Watch
Thief,
and Titanfall.
Thief tried.
was-
It was a it tried to be a AAA title, but failed like a.
yes.
Like
It was like a single
It was
A.
the mid card title. It
Yeah,
was
they
okay
had
for
a
title.
It was okay for what it is, but in reality, it's not that great.
In actuality,
They had a AAA budget, but it was a
in
double A
actuality,
game.
Thief is not the Intercontinental Champion of the video game industry this year.
No, it's actually the United States champion of video games.
It's actually the Divas champion of the.
Actually, Diva's title means more nowadays than that.
Yeah, it does.
Those three big games that came out this year, they were all pretty solid games. Infamous, Watch Dogs, and Titanfall. But
they
weren't like
fucking.
what Wolfenstein. Yeah, that wasn't like the
Dude.
big. Well, I'm talking like the big, huge, like hyped up games. Like that one, we know about it because we know, like because we're gamers. But I'm talking about like as far as like, the general audience goes. I guarantee you, it wasn't as big as like.
Of course not.
You didn't see the advertisements on like Watch Dogs, things of that nature. I am really interested in Wolfenstein though. It's one game
so
I want to
am
go
I.
back
I'm
and play.
actually-
I
that.
remember it was like
I kind of actually want to try it out.
released like this. It released like the same day as Watch Dogs.
Yeah, no, the week before actually.
Watch Dogs, people were like, "Oh man, Watch Dogs, I want to play that." Then Wolfenstein comes out of left field and fucking like just knocks out Watch Dogs, and I was like, I hear so many people talking about. I hear so many people talking about Wolfenstein being the game of June.
Yeah,
And I was like,
no shit.
what?
Yeah. Well, actually, it was May. Actually, it came out.
Wow, the fucking I
I know, fast, isn't it?
damn.
Yeah. Because it came out May 20th is its release date. And then Watch Dogs was the 27th and Mario
I'd
Kart
argue
the
that-
30th.
Yeah.
No,
Go ahead.
Damn.
So my runner-up was Child of Light, and you can go back a few episodes and listen to why I love that game. But I want to get more time. Once I process Valiant Hearts, I literally just beat it before we started recording. I might switch that around. I don't want to just jump because it's the latest game I play. Oh, it's the greatest game ever. So I mean, this I don't know, but right now, Child of Light would be my runner-up. And my game of the year so far is actually South Park Stick
I
of Truth.
forgot about that.
I forgot about that game coming out.
Yeah, so
I don't care about
that's
South
more
Park, so that's why I forgot about it.
that's what it is. I think it's because I love South Park. I have all the seasons on DVD. I've watched all the episodes a dozen times each. So for me, it's just everything I loved about South Park was in that game. I got every little joke. I got every character. I got everything about that game. So that's why it's my game of the year. And as much as I love Child of Light, South Park is 10 times ahead of that game. So far, it is game of the year by a mile. I don't know if anything. I wouldn't be surprised at the end of the year, even after Dragon Age and Destiny and
All right, go ahead.
Assassin's Creed. That game was still my game of the
Man,
year.
I'll tell you what, though. But when it comes to actual, what's kind of interesting about this part of the year so far is in years past, I've always, either have had maybe about 20 or 30 type of games that I've actually finished or beat because I go back to my older games and do that and stuff. But this year I haven't, really. And so I think I've actually beat maybe a total of 13, 14 or so like that. I've been mostly focusing on the newer stuff, stuff I've never actually beat.
Which is
which
funny
actually-
for me because I went back to fucking 2007. I'm playing Yu-Gi-Oh! That came out in 2010, playing fucking Halo 3 and then Halo 4. It's I've gone back in time. Fuck this new shit.
Yeah,
I'm like a hipster now. Fucking the old shit's great. New shit sucks.
We've had a solid first half of the year. We haven't had any big blockbusters. We've had the big blockbusters we have were okay games, nothing great. Titanfall didn't really. It seems like from what I've been hearing and talking to people, it didn't live up to the hype.
Titanfall
I'm
is a
still
good game. It's just not a console seller.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sold consoles, but it shouldn't. It shouldn't
have sold consoles, but if the console or this generation of consoles didn't come out last fall, Titanfall would be another shooter lost in the midst.
Yeah, that'd be true.
Yeah, because we get 6 a month.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
The reason why Titanfall got so much hype was because it was by Respawn.
Yep.
And the new generation just came out, and that's what they're
Yeah,
for.
Well, that.
Yeah, every.
Well, that and a lot of other stuff just seemed kind of a little bit promising for it too.
It's we want to see what the developers of Call of Duty 4 had put in the barrels with EA on the new console. That's all that was, and it's wish they didn't have it that way, but it's a fun game. It's a good game, not a console seller.
Wait.
Yeah, kind of you can say the same thing about Infamous Second Son. It's a good game, but it's not a console seller. And in Watch Dogs, I think I'm the only person in the world that actually liked that game.
I played a little bit more of it. I thought my judgment went from meh to it's okay. I still don't like the driving. The cop mechanics, now that I'm further level, don't bother me that much. And yeah, it's just it's an okay game now.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I think it's like my review on Infamous, where it's if you see that game for $20-$30, nothing to play, pick it up. But no, I don't know. I think so far this, like I said before, this first half of the year has been pretty solid. But it's more been solid for. I've really enjoyed it because more of the indie games and the smaller titles, the $15-$20 games have been kind of thing that's been carrying me through this first half of the year more than the blockbusters.
I've not even.
Well, it's cheaper to put out a decent indie title than it is a AAA title.
Yeah, but we're not getting decent indie titles. To me, anyways, we're getting great. You look. If I were to make a top 5 list of so far this game of the year, 4 of them would probably be the $15-$20 games.
And mine would be a $10 fucking Yu-Gi-Oh title.
Yeah, that's true.
And plus, though, there's still a lot more. There's obviously a lot more left inside this year and stuff to go over what we obviously are going to be going through for our Game of the Year stuff, which will be obviously towards the end of this year. But Yeah, December. Obviously. So, hell, we made
6 months.
We're going to add on, obviously, to this.
5 months.
So, I know for a fact that I still need to play through, like, 1001 Spikes, Shovel Knight, all those other type of games that I've been
no, you don't.
wanting to.
You just play Pokemon and play your 3DS and wait for a game for your Xbox One.
I got a couple games for Xbox One.
So, like, 2015?
No, he has Dead Rising 3 and Sunset Overdrive, which comes out later this
October 28th.
Then you can pick up Dragon Age. Like, this fall has a good lineup for Xbox One titles.
It's got good lineup for...
Yeah, well, I mean, there's no... They have the two big
I'm not
exclusives.
talking about exclusives. I've said you can play on the Xbox One, so...
Yeah, and PS4. And 360, and PS3.
I'm half tempted picking up Dragon Age Inquisition on my 360 just so I can import my character saves.
Yeah, if that really is the case, I might just buy it on 360 just so I can take more of my characters.
Yeah, it's like unless there's a Dragon Age, I'm really gonna hate if there's a Dragon Age bundle that comes out like 3 months before fucking Inquisition, because that means I'm gonna buy the bundle, play through the bundle like 15 times, pick up Dragon Age, play through Dragon Age probably about 3 times.
I think I'll just wait for a bundle if that's going to be the case. But anyway, guys, that about does it for this week for the Drunk Dash Nerds podcast and stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and get into my Wrestler of the Week type of dealy. So for this week, it's not going to be really all that, all that fantastic or something like that. I'm just going to go with...
If you say Cena, I am going to make you... I'm getting mad.
Please say Cena.
You know, I actually might like Cena if that was his entrance. You singing that dee dee dee,
and all of a sudden it's like
my time is up, my time is now. You can't see me. It's
actually it's actually John Cena for this week. It's like Ribadoo.
This is the last episode Jack is on. I'm being 100%
Oh man,
serious.
Nolan North is totally fired after this episode, guys.
But, we haven't really have done anything like in terms of John Cena yet, so I think I'll just give a little bit of a background, just for those who
Holy
don't
crap,
know.
Liliana's is in Dragon Age Inquisition.
What?
The bard from Origins, Liliana.
Yeah.
She's in Dragon Age Inquisition.
And she's wearing a sexy
She's an
outfit.
advisor.
That's cool. Very nice.
Yeah, that's awesome. I just got like uber excited. Fuck your Cena.
Dragon Age boner.
So basically,
That's it. That's the title.
What?
Nolan North's Dragon Age boner. There we go.
I like it.
Nolan North sucks Dragon Age's boner.
No.
We're gonna totally get sued.
But just the basics upon John Cena. Well, it's like, okay, he pretty
five
much
moves of
has
doom?
the 5 moves of doom. You know, he does that stupid
I hate you. Fuck off now. I'm interrupting this so you can't finish. Like,
Blue
I'm
Thunder
not
Slam.
letting you finish
Knuckles?
this. I'm not letting you finish this fucking Wrestler of the Week.
5 knuckle shuffle. Attitude adjustment. SCFU.
Counter.
Shoulder tackle.
And that's the Wrestler of the Week, John Cena.
No, it ain't.
He's my favorite wrestler, by the way.
Seriously, this is Jack's last episode. Send your messages and love to him at Jack of Hearts DN while it's still that.
Plus, it's totally not. Michael Cole's greatest wrestler of all time. But anyway, let's go ahead and go to Knuckles for random Twitter follower of the week.
At John Cena.
Come on, Knuckles, rise above hate.
I will kill you both. I have both of your fucking IP addresses. I will find you both.
Oh no, he's
And
in the
that
man
is
of
not-
the chain gang.
That's not an auto threat, by the way. Alright, real quick, my Twitter follow of the week isn't a Twitter follow of the week, it is an IP address of the week.
Oh no.
And let's see here.
This is totally better than the end of Money in the Bank pay-per-view.
The IP address of the week for is Gabe, aka Jack of Hearts,
AKA Nolan North.
aka Nolan North, aka Jack's huge dick.
Wait, what?
Pimp Daddy Jack.
Okay, let's
Okay,
see.
that just went from awkward to just sad in just an instant.
Okay, let's see. Jack of Hearts IP addresses is 1.192.84. That I repeat, 1.192.64.
His time is up. His time is now. You can't see him. His time
Fuck
is
you
now.
all now. I'm stopping recording. Good night, everyone. These assholes will not be back.
Bye.
So anyway, just follow us on Drunk-Nerds Facebook page and stuff like that. Just check us out, and also on Twitter, Drunk-_Nerds.
Yeah, and my Twitter account is at John Cena's #1 fan.
So anyway, this has been episode 54. I have been your host, the Jack of Hearts.
I love John Cena. Knuckles stopped recording, but Knuckles wants us to let you know that he loves John Cena.
Your time is up, my time is now. You can't see me, my time is now. It's the franchise where I'm shining now. You can't see me, my time is now. In case you forgot or fell off, I'm still hot, knock your shell off. My money stacked fat, plus I can't turn the swell off. The franchise doing big business, I live this, it's automatic. I win this, so you hear those horns, you finished. A soldier, and I stay under you fighting. Plus I'm storming on you chumps like I'm thunder and lightning. Ain't no way you breaking me, kid, I'm harder than nails. Plus I keep it on lock like I'm part of the jail. I'm slaughtering stale competition. I got the whole block wishing they could run with my division, but they gone fishing with no bait. Kid your boy, hold weight. I got my soul straight. I brush your mouth like Colgate. In any weather, I'm never better. Your boy's so hot, you never catch me in the next man's sweater. If they hate, let them hate. I drop your whole clan. Lay your ass down for the 3-second tan. Your time is up, my time is now. You can't see me, my time is now. It's the franchise where I'm shining now. You can't see me, my time is now.
It's gon' be what it's gon' be. 5 pounds of courage, buddy, base 10 pants with a gold tee. It's a war dance, a victory step. A raw stance is a gift, and you insist it's my rep. John Cena trademark, y'all are so-so. And talk about the bread you make, but don't know the recipe for dough. Aiming guns in all your photos, that's a no-no. When this pop, your lip lock, your big talks are blatant no-so. See what happens when the ice age melt. It seems monetary status is not what matters, but it helps. I'm rocking Timepiece by Benny, if any. The same reason y'all could love me is the same reason y'all condemn me. A man's measured by the way that he thinks, not clothing lines, ice links, leather and minks. I spent 20 plus years seeking knowledge of self. So for now, Mark Brecker's living life for wealth.
Your time is up, my time is now. You can't see me, my time is now.